Good morning, world. It's your boy Duke. All right. Back in the days, I would say namaste. That means I see the divinity in you or in Lakesh. All right. A video for this morning. I did one earlier on change, and I also did one while I was walking through the neighborhood getting some oxygen. But my video today is to remind you of something. A lot of people on the planet are suffering because of a lack of love of self. They are suffering because they don't believe they are worthy. They are suffering because of relationship, because of finance, or because they're a single mom, or because they don't have a degree or specific. I'm going to share something with you. Out of 8 billion people on this planet, or maybe more, your fingerprints is authentic to you. That means you are special. Out of 8 billion people. If the universe, God created you, and you are here, you are alive, because there's a reason you didn't have to wake up today. Everybody has potential to be great. Everybody are divine beings. They are great. A lot of people have just forgotten. If you are created by the creator of the heaven and the earth, if you are a star in the sky, why would you think you are not special? It's because you have used the litmus test or the world's view on what is special and what is great. Whether it's money, whether it's looking fly with long hair, or whether it's buying expensive items and so forth. And then you have people like Mother Teresa, people like Gandhi, people like Dr. King, people like Bob with a guitar, people like Bruce Lee, people like Yeshua, Jesus, people like Muhammad, people like the Buddha that's done great things, and it had nothing to do with these things. And these are the people we speak about. Like Dr. Sebi with herbs, and so on and so forth, and all the other young legend that's building their status. Anthony Robbins that did his things, like Les Brown, like Stephan James, and like Pete, and so on and so forth. People in regular communities in the hoods, people in regular communities in suburban areas that's touching life, feeding the homeless, people that's sending money overseas to help buy mattress and shoes to help kids. You don't have to do something astronomical, but so long you can touch one life and make a difference. There's an Indian saying that says, if you didn't touch any life while you were here on the plane, on this planet, on our mothership, at least if you planted a tree while you were gone, somebody could use the tree as shade. And if that tree even bears fruits, that's what I'm adding to it. It would be even greater if somebody could eat the tree to eat up, or can eat the fruit off the tree. Out of 8 billion people on the planet, it's you. You have that fingerprint that's authentic to you. It's you that the Most High decided to give life to. You were created out of love. I know they like to say you were born in sin. I don't take that perspective. Because if you are here, that's a manifestation of love. And I'm telling you, you have to love yourself. I don't mean love yourself in a careless, reckless way. If that's your desire, that's you. But I mean in a humble way, you have to love yourself. If you are a creation, and they say you are created in the image of the Creator, and the Creator is your father, your mother, the Creator means you are little creator. That means you are co-creating your reality. A lot of people think all the time life is happening to me. I always have bad luck. Or these things are never going to work out. But if you keep speaking that into your reality, if you keep thinking that into your reality, what do you think you're going to have? So a man thinking in his heart is who he is. I'm telling you, you can change your life. I'm telling you, you can do great things. If that's your desire. If you want to suffer, you can suffer. If you want to lift up your energy and make a difference in your life, you can. I've seen it done. I believe it can be done. I've seen the realities of that in my own family. I've seen it in other people that I know. I've seen greatness. And these people that usually do great things, they were not the smartest people, the highest scholarly people. Don't get me wrong, education is cool. I went to school, I have numerous degrees, which most of them I don't even use. But school teaches you discipline. It forces you to study. It forces you to show up on time. It forces you to write 24-page papers. And there's nothing exciting about that. So, in saying that, you are created in the image of the Creator, and God loves you. When you love yourself, you love God with all your heart, your mind, and soul, the universe, where you came from, whatever created it, your higher energy, your higher self, your higher power, whatever you choose to believe in. When you love yourself, you can love others. When you love yourself, your self-confidence and your self-esteem builds. I know a lot of people have been through a lot of traumatic experiences on the planet. People have been abused, especially people of our color. I mean, black folks have been abused. White folks have been abused. But our abuse has been tremendous. But this is not what the video is about. But you've been around. You stay strong. You keep climbing. You keep striving. You never give up. Those that don't give up, tough times don't last. Tough people last. Life experiences are supposed to teach us. We never fail. We get feedback. We never fail. We just keep moving forward. You've only failed when you stop trying. The more you fail, the closer you get to succeeding. Edison said when he tried to get the light bulb to work, he tried 10,000 times. He said, I found 10,000 ways that did not work. So he was trying to find the one way that works. Staying in the gym, taking 1,000 shots over and over, missing them until you're better. Jordan not making the basketball team in the 10th grade. Greatness. So what are you thinking about yourself? What you going to do with your life? What is your key to greatness? What are you trying to create? What are you trying to change? You are the most beautiful thing on the planet. The greatest in the planet. Out of that one, out of the billions, you are that one. That today you can decide by talking to kids in your neighborhood, by starting a program, by going to a shelter and feeding somebody, by focusing more on others instead of all you paying and you not having, by instead of playing the role of a victim, by playing the role of the giver. How much can you have? By looking at your blessings instead of all your curses people would, you will change your reality. I have a process before I get out of bed, before my foot even touch the ground. I think of at least 7 things that I'm grateful for. Because if I'm thinking about the things that I'm grateful for, the things that I would call tough things in life, then they are minimized or they don't agree. They don't even exist. Think about the things you're grateful for. There's so many people on the planet right now with no food, no clothing, bombs dropping on them, living in places there's no shelter, sleeping under bridges, in Syria, bombs, in Iraq, in Haiti, in gullies, in Jamaican ghettos, in Africa, in European slums. And look at you. Think about your scenario. I'm not saying it's easy, but I'm saying the changes can come. Lisa Nichols, great motivational speaker. She came from hard time. Now she's worth millions. To the point where she was using different things to wrap her daughter. She could not afford diapers and so forth. Amazing. Tony Robbins tell you about his life, how hard it was. Wearing one pants, having a car that can only go frontward and so forth. Now he's worth hundreds of millions. Les Brown. 80% of American millionaires are self-made, the great ones. Then you have the doctors, the lawyers, the guys on Wall Street and so forth. But I'm telling you, you can't do it. You have a landscaping dude right now that's making more money than a doctor. You have my best friend dad who makes $500,000, that makes $1.2 million, that used to make $52 a month. You have my dad that came from hard time where some of the people where he lived at in his neighborhood in Haiti, some of them still don't have shoes and he became a physician. Never made an excuse. You have my mom that was making pennies out of her job, $4.50 an hour back in the days, $3 an hour back in the days, sending back to send him to med school. And also you have my mom that has helped maybe 20, 30 family members spend millions of dollars to send back home to help people when herself she was making only a small amount. To me, that is one of the miracle tricks of success and money. Explain, Duke. I was speaking to one of my better friend Isaiah. He creates these T-shirts. He's a master. He has thousands of T-shirts. He said he had a great experience at the 10-day silence meditation. If you guys ever have a chance, try it because I'm gonna try it. 10 days without speaking and being in a meditative state for at least 12 hours a day, you come back a whole different person. We live in a world of so much talking, so much loudness, so much noise, so much social everything that sometimes it's hard for us to keep it quiet. I chose to push this channel here because people say, Duke, your information has changed and touched my life. You've been used by the universe to touch me, by God to touch me. So I think you should share with some other people. I said to my boy Isaiah, Isaiah, that's going to be another video because I have to give you more video. It's the secret of giving. I'm going to share that with you guys. But what I'm saying to you today is this. You are wonderful. You are special. You are the greatest person on the planet. Yes, you. Out of the billions of people on the planet, it's you. You can make a difference. You can change the world. You can change your life. You can minimize your bill. You can increase your income by learning and giving more value to the world. By learning more, by becoming more valuable, you can change your world. It's authentic to you. No one else in the world has this fingerprint. It's God's fingerprint on you. Love God, love yourself, love your neighbors, love your life. It's your gift. This is your boy Duke. Peace. I'm out.